Yo. Welcome back to Crazy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining us on another edition on the Sunday afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Please share, subscribe, like, get the likes up as you go. Our goal is always 21 minimum per show. And of course, the subscription, man. We need to get to 400 before the end of the month. And we got like what, 8 days before 8 days before the month is over. So please get the subs up. Let's get this thing on the road. No need to waste time. I got the big dude with me, aka Kenel Zuberi. For you guys who don't know him, show him respect. Kenel, that's what his name is. Big up, your man. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing good, man. Tapering up the energy until I no longer need to tape it up. You know them ones, bro. But no, I'm good. I just watched the Arsenal game. I think I was watching the game earlier before that as well. I could have swore I saw it to the end. I don't even remember how there was a red card in there, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe the memory's a bit shaky, so we'll see if it comes back clearer before the show ends. But how you been, man?
Yes, sir. No, big up to man them. We see that Richard Hudson is impatient. He said the time is up. Where your man's at? We here, man. Be patient. MK Toe trying to bust us out. Yeah, man. The City game was exciting towards the end. We got losses in the building. Big up yourself, man. Thank you for joining us. Please share, subscribe, and like, man. Man, before we get on this thing, man, how are you looking at this season? I mean, we just saw. Let's talk a little bit about what Arsenal and City just did. I think Arsenal has a behavior problem. This is the second time they got shown a red card for a player kicking the ball away. Now, of course, their fans will come up and say, "Well, Doku did the same thing, and he didn't get a card." The difference is, yes, Doku did similar thing, but what he did was he kicked it towards the player. So it could be interpreted as he was trying to give it to Rice. Rice is the one who let the ball roll. And then there was the defender behind Rice. So you can't give a yellow card for that because the ball was towards the player. Now, I believe that Trossard's card was a little bit harsh, but the ref blew the whistle. You don't need to kick the ball. The game was literally over in the second half. Why do you get a yellow card in the dying minutes of the second half? I mean, do you think they're having a discipline problem?
No. Like I call my kids domesticated animals, bro. Like I'm trying to domesticate these animals. Like if you scale everything out, home training is needed to domesticate kids.
Yes,
and
sir.
Home training is needed to domesticate wild animals, right? It's the manager's responsibility to taper off these loose emotions and these wild emotions of players, because players are human beings, bro.
Yes, true.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they should be professional, but every now and then, bro, they step out of pocket. Somebody has to be there to bring them in. I do think, remember when Arteta first take over and he was like, you can see it. He was wild on the sidelines. Why?
Yep.
Who's checking him on the sideline? Because normally it'll be Pep as a number two. Right. Guardiola can be like, yo, big man. You know what I'm saying? So when he became the first guy now, ain't nobody really checking him besides the owners and whoever he reported to. You know what I'm trying to say? So he himself had to learn, like, I need to, you know what I'm saying, establish some level of control and professionalism. And I think now he might look to that and go, I need to make this more of a thing that reverberate throughout my squad.
Yes.
Bro, I swear the ref kicked the whistle off. And I forgot what I was doing, and I saw a man on the floor, and it wasn't 30 seconds. And I'm like, nah.
Man, the ball did not even get to the player before the guy just fell on. I think it was Rodri.
I swear. You know when you kick the ball off, and it has to go to a man. Man got fouled before the first pass was completed. Just to show you how wild the Arsenal players were with this occasion. You know what I mean? So then so when you see even like the second foul from Trossard, it ain't even like if it's harsh or not. It's about the consistency of how they keep just barging into the mandem on the City team. Like I'm not even a City fan, and I started feeling some type of way. Like, yo, what is the goal here?
Yeah,
like really, like I'm really deep, bro. I'm seeing man off the ball just getting roughed up, and I'm like, it's a contact sport, bro, but it ain't that type of contact.
It's not that deep. It's not that
deep.
Bro,
I'm getting ready to see a man throw a flag for unnecessary roughness. I'm like, oh shit, it's the wrong football. It's the wrong football.
I guess got wrong game. But you know, this is the thing, Barry.
So I just want to say that as far as like the behavior of the team. The manager needs to be able to tell his players like, yo, chill the fuck out. Don't let the occasion get the better of you. And to be fair, man, the occasion did get the better of them, because for them to go 2-1 up, bro, in the second half, they were seeing like 7-8% possession in the entire second half, bro.
Bro, 192 passes. In 15 minutes, City had 109 passes. Arsenal had 2.
Bro, what I'm trying to say, it's amazing they walk out of that with a draw, because their head was gone.
I give it up to them, man. They defended well. I mean, if you like that kind of game. But this is one thing, though. I like what you said about it. You brought the manager in this. When I started coaching, they told you a team reflects the manager's behavior. Right? If you remember, when Klopp came in, we know how Klopp is. Energetic, rah. Liverpool play just like how our manager emotions are. Now you look at Slot and you'd be like, everything is tapered down, calmer, and all that kind of stuff. You would think Arteta would teach his player, bro, you haven't won anything. You did that against Klopp twice and you lost. One of them you end up being, you like got lucky and you end up drawing.
Well,
you go to this game,
it's like, I only bring it to light just to show you how young the team is. And how far they have to go. Like, surely they got quality. Surely they, they've sniffed the pinnacle from time to time. But like, I don't want to like over gas it or burn down Arteta thing, because at the end of the day, this is what the sports is about. It's about that passion. It's about that fire. Like, you don't want man walking around here all cool, calm, and collected, like he is that guy. Like he doesn't have that aura yet. So I think right now, remember, Austin was his first team position.
Yes.
So I think the second one would be the one where he really, this ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. And it really is. Because the way he moved to Klopp, I felt like he carried some of that second coach energy to Klopp. Remember when Klopp and Pep was going at it?
Yeah, and then he came
because it wasn't his position.
Right.
I felt like he carried some of that with him. I think now he needs to learn and just taper his stuff down, man. And understand it's a sprint, bro. Like, losing your head in the City game have knock-on effect. So now you lose Trossard. Personally, I think Trossard is better than Martinelli.
I agree. I agree.
And then the way his team is carrying on, he needs to really taper that down. What are going to be, set piece merchant? They're only going to look for goals from set piece. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, so you're going for the league, and you're getting there by set pieces.
I mean, that's the part where it's like he has a younger brother syndrome. I don't want to use height as an issue, but they say sometimes in Ghana we said his heart is closer to his chest. That means he has an anger issue, right? It's like you are the younger brother. You stepped up to Klopp, like you like you said, you are an assistant coach. So Klopp even looking at you like, bro, I don't care if you're managing Arsenal, you're still an assistant
it's
coach.
Like it's
you know what I mean? And he did the same thing today. Like, bro, your players are reflecting what you are teaching. Like you said, these animals needs to be domesticated. You are teaching them to act this way. You're trying to tell them. It's like me, Zuberi. It's like me going to lift weights, and again, then there's this Olympians out there, and I'm out here I'm off my script. Instead of starting with my 25s, I go straight to the set. Already bench pressing 300 pounds. I go home and then all of a sudden now, oh, you have a pectoral rip. You know what I mean? Calm down. And that's the problem. And that you could see through Arsenal fans too. They don't know how to calm down and say, we need to work our way to the top. They're thinking that, oh, we are still the invincibles. They literally forgot that there's 20-something years of history there that they forgot. And they just want to be like, yeah, we are a big team. Yesterday, I was telling Grace, I said, if, you know, in especially in England, they do this in about combined 11. I said, if you do one with Arsenal fans, just give them the whole 11. Just give them the whole 11 and think about and tell them, hey, let's figure, you know, and at the end of the game, we will discuss whatever happened, because there's like no common sense in how you go about this. They are assuming that they are just a big club and they don't, you know, League Cups are beneath them. FA Cup is beneath them. They just want the big trophy. I'm like, bro, you got to walk. You got to crawl before you walk. And then you can jog. But anyway, we don't need to waste our time talking about, we got that man them in the building. I got Red Chili's in the house. Philip is here. Baz, I see you. Honesty is in the house. Red for Life. Big up yourself, man. Thank you for being in the building. Ale is in the house. Big up. Good to see you. Good to see you. But let's go to bigger and better things. You know, big club things, big dog things, you know, general stuff. Yesterday, the match, in hindsight, what was your analysis? You know, a quick, if you were to give us a quick, brief analysis, what do you make about Liverpool versus Bournemouth? Big up, NG.
Sorry, I was gonna ring off with some negative shit, you know.
No. Today we're going in. Yesterday I was on Grace show. People said I was negative. So please go ahead. I got some stats that I want to talk about.
I was gonna ring off with the negative, you know.
No, please let him
advice. No, I had to take my own advice from earlier and just ring it back in, because you said hindsight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like in the moment, because in the moment very negative shit was flying.
Yeah.
Hindsight, we needed that.
Yes.
We really needed that. I actually asked for 4. Me and another Liverpool fan was chatting, and I said, nah, I need 4-0, and I don't want Salah to score. That's where I stood, because remember we beat him 9-0, and he didn't score in that 9-0 either.
Yes.
But a crazy stat kept popping up throughout the game. It was like, yo, Salah got 9 goals against 9 appearances. And I'm like, bro, one of them appearances you didn't even score. But it's neither here nor there. But I wanted 4-0, and I didn't want him to score. I was a bit frustrated he wasn't subbed again.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
The overall play and the overall game, the way it went, you could say it's a bit fortuitous. I think that's the word for us. And some of the goals actually came against the run of play. But I'll take these. I'll take these all day, every day. Freaking Bournemouth looked dangerous, bro. I'm talking about, what was it? 3 minutes in, 2 minutes, 46 seconds.
Yeah.
Man sliding in with that offside goal.
Bro.
My chest was hurting. Bro.
I was like, again?
I wasn't even doing the again thing. I'm like, yo, we need to buy this guy at this point.
Semedo. I like Semedo, man.
Yeah, and then bro, they just kept looking dangerous, and I couldn't really pinpoint if it's us allowing them or it's just them, bro. And it was just them, bro. Like they
they know how to move with the ball,
bro. They was forcing it, and I was just like, yo, I don't know if I can come on any stream and tell people we got to give Bournemouth credit for the way they move to us.
Yeah,
because some people will be like, yo, this guy ain't good enough, that guy ain't good enough, but bro. You have to call a spade a spade. Like, they was moving. Bro, they was moving, bro, against us.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway, seeing Nunes on the starting sheet, I was like, okay. I wasn't really asking for that. No, maybe I did. I was asking for that. I was asking for Gakpo over Diaz.
Yes.
There. But now, hindsight, this is something I wanted to really stress, because I like giving people their flowers when they earn it. So, hindsight, right? Diaz, I think Diaz might be the highest scoring player for us, bro.
Yeah, 5 goals in 5 games.
Quasi. I mean, you're born for this, bro. Man, I just stats already, fam. I'm trying to look at what. So you know what? Now, more power to Diaz, man.
Mm-hmm.
More power to Diaz. I can't knock him for that. I got to give him a stat.
Mm-hmm.
People say, yo, he ain't really been that guy. Need more output. I certainly was one of the output type of guy. Yo, I need more output out of him.
Yeah,
bro. He is dangerous, bro. Dangerous. Think he got man of the match as well. Yo, big up Diaz, man. Long may this continue.
Yeah.
And if this continues at the downfall of the other guy, I'm calm with it. I'm calm with it. It's not like I have an agenda against the other guy, but the other guy needs to really find his place in the team, even if it's these one-off assists, which I hate these type of assists where you pass the ball to a man.
I didn't even know when he had the assist.
No, it's when he laid it off to Nunes run down. But those type of assists, I don't really like those assists where you just give a man a regular pass and then the man just pulls something out of his ass and
then you get the
all
assist.
of a sudden you get an assist. Yeah, it's weird, but anyway, it is what it is. I rate it for that. He could have misplaced the pass. He didn't. Nice weight on it.
He could have hold it.
Bad boy finish though from Nunes, man.
Man,
hopefully that does his confidence a lot.
Man, the boy was crying. He was crying. You could tell them. I mean, I understand. I know some people will be like, you a man. No. The boy has been putting in the work and it finally paid off. So you got to give him that. I'll give you that.
I don't know about putting in the work.
I mean, that's why everybody's been saying. Robo came out, the manager came. Everybody said he's been working hard. So hey, I'm not at the AXA Arena, so benefit of the doubt. The manager said, I was hoping he would dribble a little bit more, meaning hold the ball and let everybody come, and then you kind of lay off. But he said when he shoot it, and he's like, hey, maybe that's why you've been putting in the work, right? But on my side, I think, I'm sorry, I wasn't happy. I understand 3 goals, clean sheet, 3 points.
No, I mean, let me finish before you.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
So happy things. Listen, I never once said I'm happy with everything.
Right, I understand that. Yes.
Yeah, I just said I'm choosing to not
be too negative. Yes.
Not even be too negative. Like you're always gonna have your 1 or 2 negative things in the game. I'm not trying to like overlook them or downplay them, but keep harping on them. It kind of overshadows the good at times. And one thing that was good is Keller. I mean, he had one loose moment. He had one
that ball deflection of Trent.
Bro, he had one loose moment, which is a negative. But beyond
where he waited too long to kick the ball. I remember.
Yeah, but talking about strong wrists, bro. Man, he was up there. He did his thing. I didn't even know the news that Ali was out. I thought he just got picked over Ali. And I'm like, okay, slut, do your thing. Then I realized Ali was injured. So I'm like, okay, all right, got it. But nah, Kelleher was good. Was good. Gravenberch always good.
Man,
this season. McAllister, something is missing. I don't know if it's a combination of Salah and Robbo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is fucking it up for him.
No, I mean, they told you, man.
I think those 3 players.
Yeah.
McAllister need those 3 players to get on his wavelength. That's the best thing I can say.
Yeah.
I think if those 3 players are on McAllister's wavelength, I think we'll get a little bit more out of him. But it's not to his fault. He's just not 100% synced up with the team. The negative that you're gonna get on about, the reason why I don't want to get on to them, there's no new negatives.
No, exactly. That's my frustration.
So that's my frustration. But that's how I'd like you to address it.
Yeah, that's my frustration.
Negative.
Yeah, there's none.
So if you keep speaking on it as if it's something new, you're gonna be very negative in doing it. Because nothing you're gonna say is new.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? But everything that was positive is new. So I'm not, bro. It's almost, bro. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here. Big up Sideline. I don't know.
Sideline's in the building, people.
About the negative, bro. There's no new negatives.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just be like, yo, we know what they are. They're not new. And hopefully it doesn't continue. But
No,
those some new positives, man. Diaz getting a brace, bro.
2 times.
Part of me wanted him to get that hat trick still, but hey,
And we need to
that's
talk
not here
about
for
that
players.
because it came up. I think K-Mac brought it up on Grace Can Show. But big up to Sideline. He's in the building. Welcome, brother. Thank you so much. How you doing, sir?
I am good. I apologize for coming a little bit late because I was doing a stream for Arsenal versus
Oh,
Man City,
how
and
dare you? How dare you doing
no,
a
we
stream for
have to,
Arsenal?
man. No, I was cheering for a draw, so I was actually second half. I was cheering for City to score
Man,
because I we needed a draw for that game, right?
right, right. Yeah,
Um,
people in the chat, please share, subscribe, like, get the likes up, people. And if you don't know, please go to Sideline Football Show. He has his channel. Please go support, subscribe to it. One of the few Liverpool channels that we support. You know, as I told you, I don't just jump on anybody's channel or support anybody's channel. I got a few, whether I agree or disagree with them, I have a few. So please get the likes up, go to his channel and subscribe. So I guess, okay, Uncle Albert is in the building. Big up yourself. Uh,
What's up?
so I will go first and then Sideline and then Uncle Albert, right? So Zuberi, you're right. The thing that I am frustrated about, and I think you are a man of what they call it, a regimented person because you come from the military, right? Militaries are known to be regimented. Um, as a trainer, we are told that for you to be consistent, you start with one at a time. It becomes behavior and then consistency. Liverpool have a bad behavior, and it has come off from club to slump, right? And what we saw yesterday was part of it. Having people score on you in the first less than 5 minutes, to me, it's annoying. That is annoying me. I have three things that I've said, and I brought it up to Chris Kenshaw. I said Liverpool need to start off games well. That's one of them. Number two, the ball move, not the ball movement, the player movement while we have the ball is not there. People are just standing there and just passing the ball. So I see it as it's hard for us to break teams down when they are very pragmatic. We are passing it, it looks good, but there's no pass and move. People are not moving around to shift the defensive structure of the opponent. And then three, we need to finish teams off, break their heart. I don't care whether we are 10-0 up, break their heart, finish the game off. Yesterday, we did not. I will show you some stats why I'm saying that. I know some people will be like, well, we were 3 goals up. No, there is no reason why Bournemouth had so many shots in front of our goal like that. If you are trying to win the league, you may beat a team, but one day it might not work like that. So that's my three concerns that to me, I've seen it before, just like Zuberi said, we've seen it before. During club, it was like that. First 3 games of slot, it looked like it was gone. But then it has reared his head again. Uncle Albert, I think there's a mic thing on your thing, so I'm going to mute you. Big up to Pops. Good to see you. So that's my negativity right there. Not starting games well. We start off very lethargic. Ball player movement whilst we have the ball is not good enough. That's why we misplay so many passes. And then finishing teams off. That part, it's not there. So Sideline. First question I asked Zuberi was, hindsight-wise, looking at the game yesterday, what's your analysis?
Gonna need hours to talk about the analysis, but I'll try and sum it up. First of all, big up to Quasi, big up to Zuberi.
Pick up yourself,
Um,
man.
I always have a good show with you guys, as well as I'll big up Uncle Albert. Everyone in the chat, please like the stream. Give us your feedback, your comments. Keep them coming, please. Big up Page on Pops and everyone in the chat. Okay, so the game yesterday. After the game, I was listening to a pundit. So while you were talking, all what I was thinking about is that pundit, how he described Liverpool at club time and coming now to slot time. He was saying that Liverpool used to be like a wild horse at club time, right? But it was fun to watch. It was entertaining. It was good. There was a lot of positive aspects of that system. Not downing it down at all because we won a lot. We won everything with that system, right?
Right.
Or under club, and we loved it. We enjoyed it. Some pieces we hated. We may agree, disagree on a lot of things, but regardless, he was calling it as a wild horse at club's time, and now under slot, slot is trying to timid that horse. He's trying to pull it back a little bit from that craziness and apply his calculation, his cautious style of play, saving energy and whatnot. Right? We 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 start seeing that more and more in the games.
Yeah.
There was a lot of positivity. I didn't see much of negativity in the last game. We did invite them in, and I actually like that. I'm looking at it from a positive way, inviting them in. Bournemouth had a lot of shots. I think they had like 10 shots on target. Those were on target. So I think their attempts maybe 15, 18. Please, anyone, uh, correct me if I'm wrong. And the reason why I like it, because inviting them in our half, we have a really strong defense. We have a phenomenal second keeper, the best second keeper in the Premier League. That isolated their defense. And a lot of times we created situations and chances 3v4 or 4v4, and sometimes even 5 from us v4. We saw that with the second goal for Diaz. Trent was running down with the ball. We had Salah Diaz on the right side, Salah and Nunes on the right side, Diaz on the left. Soboslai was just behind
Right.
Trent, and it created 5v4. So creating these situations in teams that may tend to be a little bit more defend on the defense is really good. Bournemouth did come out more than what Nottingham Forest, did for us. But we've dealt really good with that game. Slot did really good with that one. Also, Slot is trying to instruct some of the players around to unlearn some of the stuff that they used to do in the previous system. It's not that the previous system is bad. No, I have my own system. This is a new one. I want everybody to move as a unit. So
Right.
he is doing it, and the proof to that is in his press conferences. He mentioned multiple times that he was talking to Trent, and he said, "Hey Trent, like I need you come closer to Konate if you need the ball, if
Right.
there's more pressure, so you have more time on the ball. If coming closer is not going to give you more time on the ball, maybe move a little bit down the line." Right. So Slot is trying to implement his system. It is different than Club, right? And he does want the team to move as one unit instead of having some of the movement from the previous one,
Right.
from the previous system. And sometimes some of the players they may tend to still do that behavior. I don't think it's coming from disobedience. It's coming from a second nature
Right.
because club system we had it for 8 years, right? Some of these players, what they know for a coach in their professional career is club, right? It's like someone that's been in a job for 20 years and they had one manager and they've been working the same job in the same company, right? Now, after 10 years or 8 years, you're asking them to change. It's going to take time for it to happen, right? For them to adapt and whatnot. That's my take on, and in a brief way about the game yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you. Uncle Albert, big up yourself, man. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, how are you?
How you doing? So hindsight, right? Quick, brief analysis on the game yesterday.
Um, well, I mean, I think we spoke about it yesterday. I think Bournemouth came in with the wrong approach. To come to Anfield to attack Liverpool is a very bad idea. But because they should have realized that every single goal we scored this season has been through transition. Every single one of them. We've now varied it by speeding up the transition with route one. We've varied route one, basically kick and rush. I will say old style kick and rush. We varied it. It's more polished, but if you saw what Konate was doing, he was basically short-circuiting the run and just putting the ball in a specific place. So attempting to come to Liverpool and trying to bum rush Liverpool is a bad idea. I wasn't worried about the supposed first goal because those of us who were watching the NBC, if you were watching the NBC broadcast, you knew it was offside. You couldn't have missed it. So I wasn't, but the general point is we need to stop conceding first. And it seems like it's crept back. When during the first matches of this season, we thought it had gone away. Clearly, it's a disease that is like COVID. It's always kind of coming back. So they need to take care of it. Having said all that, we need to realize as a team that if we had beaten Nottingham Forest, which is not too much to ask, would have been top of the league today. And these are the things that keep coming back to haunt us at the end of the season. I remember somebody was saying, I don't know who, but somebody was saying, it's not the fact that of the big six, we only won against Chelsea last season. It is because of the small teams we couldn't beat. Luton, with all due respect, we shouldn't have gone with Luton. Crystal Palace came to beat us at home. Who else? Need I go on? So those are the things that cost you the league. So at the end of the season, if we have lost by 3 points to Arsenal or Man City or anybody else, we will look at Nottingham Forest match and say, how the hell did that happen?
Right.
So I think that our coach must be brave. The people that he needs to replace, he should replace them without fear or favor. I was sitting in the stands and I was befuddled as to how the coach could replace Mark 10 with Bradley and have Trent and Bradley on the pitch at the same time. That befuddled me. That blew my mind. I didn't understand. Even Klopp wouldn't do that. But I guess he was playing politics. He was being a politician. He was afraid to take off Trent. And if you're afraid to take off Trent, what are you doing? I don't know whether he's been instructed not to take him off because of the contract situation. I have no idea. Yesterday, yes, we were winning. But I also thought, and I think, Kwesi, you were with me on that, I think he should have taken Salah off earlier because Salah was not playing well, like to put it mildly, and he should have taken him off. Now that they've brought Federico Chiesa into the team, they should make him work for his keep because he's a very good player. He's a really, really, really good player. Those of us who remember his display in the Euro 20 or Euro 20 when they won, we know how good he is. He was only 21 at the time. So let him play. He's only 26. Mohamed Salah cannot be hugging all the... Yes, and I love Salah to pieces. But it's a team sport. So it's like Klopp said, it shouldn't be about his statistics. It shouldn't be about he cannot be removed from the... replaced when we need a new kind of Philip, when we need something else. And I know people are going to get upset. But that, if you watch and you want to watch critically, that is what seems to be happening. That, okay, so I get it. Mohamed Salah can come up with anything at any time, but so could Origi. How many times did Origi save our ass during the days he was there? So let somebody else come in. One day Salah will leave, and this team is going to have to thrive without him. And the record has shown that when he doesn't play, the team is able to play. When he came back from Egypt, we were top of the league, no?
Right.
I went to watch the Chelsea match in which we beat them 4-1. He wasn't there. I went to watch the Newcastle one in which we beat them 4-2. He wasn't there. So,
no, I think he was in the Chelsea one.
Okay, so he
got injured afterwards.
Newcastle. He was in the Newcastle one. That was his last match before he left. But he didn't play Chelsea. So I'm just saying that when he came back from Egypt after his hamstring, we were top of the league. Indeed, it's when the main characters came back, that's when we coughed up the league, if my mind serves me right. And it's one of the reasons why most of us were upset about the sale of Bobby Clark, but that's history. So I mean, that's my take. Listen, it's hard to criticize a 3-0 win. When you criticize a 3-0 win, I think you are being petty. But the fact of the matter is that, like you said yesterday, Kwesi, the problem, the indicators are there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get those big boys who can deal with you, they will deal with you.
All right. So
Anybody, let me just round up by saying,
Yeah.
anybody who watched Man City and Arsenal today, be honest, go into your room if you're a Liverpool supporter and ask yourself, are we at that level? I don't need to answer for you. Just ask yourself that question. That's all.
No. So we could get off this subject real quick. So Barry, this is the reason why I was more like, you already said bad behaviors that we already have, right? There's no need to bring new ones in. It's just we both have 19 shots. Yes, they have 6 on target, but the matter of the fact is they had 19 shots. That cannot be right. Two things that I kind of appreciate what you said a couple of days. I think it was Monday or Wednesday where we had the show. You said 2 goals that went in against Allison was 2 perfect goals. If that's how it's gonna be, I'm okay with that. If you're gonna score perfect goals every single time against Liverpool, I have no problem because perfect goals don't exist that often. But we can't allow a team to have 19 shots against Liverpool, right? To me, like
I don't even know what point you're trying to make, bro. But you need to hurry up and land it because I'm.
So what I'm saying is, for something to become a behavior, it happens quite often, and then it becomes consistent, and then all of a sudden it's a behavior that is very hard to take off. So what I'm saying is, my point is, this is a bad behavior. Whether we can say, oh, we won. It's okay if you won 7 games out of 3, and then one of those 7 games you play bad. That's fine. But let's be honest. That's what I'm saying. That's the concern I have for the behavior.
So your concern is the team coming to Anfield and having 19 shots?
I don't want that. I'm sorry.
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Because it's you can want whatever you want, which is fair. Right? As a fan, you can want the quad every year, bro, and then get pissed off if we only win the treble and don't appreciate the treble because you really wanted the quad, right?
Right.
But that's like that's fine. But when you're saying no team should come to Anfield and have 19 shots, bro, do you know there's attack and defense on the ball and off the ball playing football? If a team come and have 19 shots, it cannot be we allowed them. There's no such thing as we allow a team. Bro, the team can force that. Like I think Albert said, the plan of attack for Bournemouth was wrong. They shouldn't have come to Anfield and attacked us. Bro, every team come to Anfield and attack us. No team come here and sit back. The only teams that come here and sit back, to be fair, 100% fair, are the big teams. No small team come here and sit back. It's only the big teams. The big teams come here and they play for a draw, bro. It's only the big teams that sit back. So to expect a small team to break the mold and do that, bro, and this is why we love the league. I cannot blame losing to Nottingham Forest as the reason why we lost the league. You know why? That was the 4th game, bro. That was the 4th game. There's 34 more games to go.
Yeah, it's too early.
You see what I'm trying to say? It's 34 more games to go for us to win.
Suberi, I think that you are right. You are right, but then you're also wrong.
No, Albert, let me land. Because it's not a right or wrong thing. I'm not saying my point to be right or wrong. I'm saying my point to say this. I watch football because, and I love the Prem personally, because on any given day, if you slip up, Ipswich will cut your throat. That's why I love the Prem. So when Ipswich cut my throat, I can't then go, oh man, Ipswich should never. Nah, bro, this is why I love the sport. This is why I love the sport. Any team can beat any team on any given day. The ball is round. If you show up and you're not on your P's on Q's, you're getting sent off the field. Like Gerrard running on the pitch, stepping on McTominay in 3 minutes, he was off the field. Like, this is why I love the game. So I cannot start dissecting the reason why I love the game. And because I love Liverpool, I want no team to come at Anfield and have 19 shots. Bro, it's 5 games in. We've only conceded 1 goal within 5 minutes, and that was in the Champions League. I can't bring that energy to the Prem. That's a different competition. That is a completely different competition, bro. So I hear what you man are saying in the 19 shots and the conceding early, bro. We've only conceded early in 1 game. The other one was offsides. We can't count all the offside goals. It's part of the game. I can't stop peeling layers of what I love about the game away to suit my narrative. Like, yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. Do I want a undefeated, invincible season? No, I don't, because then I'm going to be getting bored. You see the same way I get bored watching City just play the life out of teams and then the teams look deflated. I don't want that, bro. I don't want, bro. If Liverpool start playing like that, bro, I'll 100% go focus on my career. There's no point in watching this. There's no point in watching my team just squeeze the life out of another team. Bro, I felt bad in the 7-up. I felt bad in the 7-up, bro.
I was very happy.
Something wrong with you, bro.
No.
The
point what I'm trying to get at is The point what I'm trying to get at is, bro, no man can tell me what United did in that 7-up. The 7-up could have been 13. Are we gonna sit here and pretend like the 7-up couldn't have been 13?
That's right.
Why I felt bad. It's not about the 7. It's about the performance on the day. It was not worthy of a Premier League side. And this is one of our dustiest rivals.
Right.
And they show up that classless. Bro, it ruined it for me, man. I love football, bro. I love the competition, man. Bro, I don't want no one coming over here and bending over. We could have been slapping them 13, but we only got 7, and I'm supposed to be freaking... Nah, man. Wasn't that, man? Nah, this is football. You come here, blood, sweat, and tears, show us what you got. And Bournemouth showed us what they got, bro. And I'm not trying to respect them too much, because I did ask for a 4-0. Quasi?
Yeah.
Quasi? You better praise Kelleher. 10 shots on target. You better praise
Kelleher. I'm just saying.
Bro.
6. I apologize.
No.
I stand corrected. Pops corrected me.
Yeah.
6 on target.
Okay. Bro,
So-
still big. Still big.
No, the goalie came up. That's the whole point. You see, with me, maybe I'm just spoiled. I'm used to Liverpool dominating from start to finish. So when I don't see that, I'm like, okay, I know we are in a new era.
Sorry. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Man put the stats at the record against Man United is 29-2.
Yeah.
Bro, is that even a rival anymore? No, pull up Everton's record. Bro, I feel sorry for these men, bro.
I think Everton have better record than Man United.
I don't feel sorry for them because there's going to be some time coming, down the road that Man United may come back again, and be better. And then you know what? I know. I want to keep reminding them of that 7-0. I will never feel bad for them. It's not my fault that they are bad.
Zuberi, to put an emphasis on what Sideline was saying, we went to play Europa League and I wasn't bothered a bit because we beat Manchester United 7-0. It will never happen in your lifetime. Just it has never happened before. It will never happen in your lifetime. Just put that emphasis on. Man United, what they did to us in the intervening years of Sir Alex, hell no. I'm not feeling sorry for them. Same thing with Everton. Same thing. If Everton go to relegation, I will be dancing on the treetops. Thing is, we have some traditional teams. I'll give you another example. Newcastle and Sunderland. It doesn't matter where Sunderland is on the log. It doesn't matter where Newcastle is. They have a blood feud. Arsenal and Tottenham, they have a blood feud. We have our blood feud with Everton and Manchester United. And I'm going to keep it that way. You have no idea what I did when we beat them 3-0. I was so...
We don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Yo, real quick.
I drank myself to sleep.
Because I'm a human being, right? And the human element supersedes football for me. I went to the zoo and I saw a guy in a Sunderland kit. I just felt sorry for him. It's like
the picture of that alone.
Like no boss, or I can't like lead a nation because the human aspect of it, bro. I'm like, man, you know what? Let me just give them back their taxes. Sunderland kid, man.
Zuberi just went
Liverpool kid off. I felt so bad. I'm like, bro, what division are you in now? Like, where you at, bro? I felt so bad, man. I was like,
man.
Zuberi, you've gone soft.
Sideline. So before we continue, people in the chat, big up yourself being here. Appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Let's move on to this. The lineup. This was the lineup, right? I know I heard Zuberi earlier. You said you wanted Gakpo to possibly start. Sideline.
I was on I was watching Bejan, big up Bejan's stream that day. They when they were talking about the lineup.
Yeah.
My lineup was basically the main slot 11 with Nunes starting. I believe the stream is out there at Bejan's channel, and you can go back to it. Bejan Pop is there. You can call me if I'm lying. I wanted Nunes to start, and the reason why I wanted Nunes to start is he needs the confidence, and when you start a player, that gives them an extra boost in their confidence. I felt that Nunes lost a lot of confidence. Not starting the previous 5 games and whatnot.
Right.
And whether in the Premier League or our game in Champions, and he needs that. And when he scored, I don't know if you guys saw it, he was crying. He was really emotional. It meant so much to him.
He got it? Do you think he get the confidence now? Because I wanted him to start, not for the confidence, but I couldn't trust Jota. So I'm like, let's see what the next man got.
No, not to that extreme that I don't trust Jota. I wanted him for the confidence because I felt. See, sideline did call for Nunes. I did call for Nunes. That was the only one. Kelleher coming in because Allison was injured like a day before the game. That's unfortunate, but you know what? I love Kelleher. I trust Kelleher. He is the best second goalkeeper in the Premier League, and even better than at least 10 or even 15 goalkeepers in the Premier League. First ones as well. So I'm fun. He's top 10 in the Premier League. He's top 10, Kelleher. So I'm really fine with this lineup. This is what I wanted to see. The only exception is Kelleher came in for a call out for an injury. I was happy with that. The subs coming in, I thought he's gonna go for the 5 subs. Just 3. He only used 3. One question I had yesterday, well, what is your worry and where is our weakness as a Liverpool team? And yesterday was my biggest worry, which is our bench for the midfield. We only had one, Jones. That's it.
Endo.
No, Endo was not on the bench.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, he was bumped down. Chiesa took his place. So put aside if you like Jones or you don't like Jones. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is we only had one sub for the midfield. That's worrying for me. Put aside the freaking transfer window, how bad it is, and whatever your opinion is. Look at the bench yesterday. We had 4 defenders in the bench, 1 goalkeeper. That's 5, 3 attackers, right, and 1 midfielder. That's it. Regardless of who is that midfielder.
Quick question for you.
That's worrying for me.
But don't you think? I get the worrying piece. I get that, and I'm with you because what I'm about to ask you is the worrying piece. Don't you feel like that is open up the room for Trent in midfield? Because the fact that Bradley's on the bench, if he's gonna make a sub, it's gonna be Albert. Cover your ears. It's gonna be McAllister for Bradley, and then Trent goes into midfield.
That's ugly on the eye.
It is worrying. It is worrying.
It's ugly on the eye, man. It's really ugly.
But if you look at the bench, though, Albert, that's literally the play for midfield. I'm glad we didn't have to make it again.
I hope
but
so.
There's no way somebody's gonna tell me that isn't a repeat. We're gonna constantly see this season. We're gonna see that. We're gonna see McAllister for Bradley or Gravenberch for Bradley because there's no way he's giving Gravenberch full 90 minutes every single Premier League game. So we're gonna see a Bradley for midfield, and we're gonna see Trent in there again. This is what I've been asking for. I didn't want it now like this. I wanted Trent to usher his way into the midfield. I don't know if I wanted it like this though. But that's why I'm worried. I didn't want it like this.
Right.
Kwesi, remember yesterday the argument I was having with you Sideline has just vindicated my argument. What I was saying to you was nobody can convince me that we couldn't have had an alternative to Zubimendi, because Gravenberch cannot play 80 matches. And potentially we are going to play 80 matches. Gravenberch cannot play 80 matches. Not only that, even if he was fit, there's something like 2 yellow cards. There's something like 5 yellow cards. There's something like a straight red that happens. I mean, if you have Michael Oliver do what he did today, anybody can be unfortunate and get a card he shouldn't be getting. And that means that we've put our midfield out of kilter.
I don't know if Slat is hearing this, because I had a wild shout about Joey in the pivot.
We are pretending, my brother Zuberi, we are pretending like Slot is the one who decides he wants to a player. It's not him. Okay? The reason why Edwards has created those 2 degrees of separation between himself and the manager or the coach or who you want to call it is he doesn't want a repeat of what happened between himself and Klopp. He brought Klopp in, and at the end of the day, Klopp now goes to the board behind his back and gets things done that he didn't want. He doesn't want it again. That's the truth. So, thing is this. Let's hope, my hope, like I said, I say that I've been in the corporate world before, so I see things that others may not see. I'm not saying I'm right all the time, but maybe I'm wrong more often than not. But I want us to develop a culture as a team, the culture that we had that won us championships, that we were going to play in a semi-final of the European Cup against Barcelona. We were 3-0 down. 2 of our superstars couldn't play for one reason or the other. We brought people in and did the job. The people we brought in were the ones who scored the goals. 2 from Origi, 2 from Ronaldo. That's what I expect to see from Liverpool. Not we have the perfect first 11, and then when something goes wrong, like it did against Nottingham Forest, the script didn't happen according to plan. Then boom, we are in trouble. Let's go back to Nottingham Forest because I want to just go back there.
No, let's focus on the game today, Uncle.
No.
We're doing the game for Sunday because that is a thing. This is a thing that real quick. One thing that Zuberi made it clear to me. He said we already know what Liverpool bad behaviors are, and that's the thing that I'm trying to drive. That honesty and pops. It seems like he hated it. Repetition causes consistency. Consistency becomes behavior. My concern is we still have the same bad behaviors that, like Sideline say, it might take a while for it to go.
Yeah,
right?
I was going.
That's what I'm saying. Focus.
Behavior.
Yeah, focus on the focus.
I was going to the bad behavior, but I just wanted to make an illustration. That's all.
Okay.
That you had a team that decided to play a low block, and they played a low block. Remember, during the first half, they didn't even come near a goal. So in the second half, they bring in Elanga and Hudson-Odoi. The coach would immediately have known what the guy was playing at. He wants to catch you on a fast break. Why did we succumb to it? Why didn't we respond to that?
But that's part. This is the part where you can yes, you could blame the manager because the buck stops with them. However, and this is the part where I like what Suberi told me on Wednesday. On Tuesday, the same thing happened, but the players figure it out. So sometimes you have to put the responsibilities of the players to figure it out. You can't always assume the manager. And I also want to say this. We have great players on the bench. The thing is, everybody is assuming that we should have the same 11, right? Okay, right now, Zuberi, you wanted Gakpo in. I wanted Gakpo in. There's no way Gakpo plays so well on Wednesday and he rides the bench. Diaz deserves his playing time because Diaz on demon time right now. Personally, there's one person that sticks out that should have not started. I agree with you in Nunes.
Actually, you're incorrect. You're actually incorrect. Because after that,
not Nunes. Sorry. Jota is one of them.
Yeah, but after that game, Quasi Salah, I think he got 4 goals and 3 assists. So he's still the highest contributor going forward. As poor of his minutes has been in the past 2 games, he's still the highest contributor. So he's still up there, bro. He's ranked like 3rd in big chances created in the competition, bro.
True, but
what I'm trying to show you is reactionary of the 1 game or the 2 game or the 120 minutes or however minutes you're measuring it by, bro. He's still that guy. Pops, don't quote this. He's still that guy. Statistic wise, it's just an eyesore because we know he's known for going missing for like 65, 75. Pops up with the goal. And then Forest game, he didn't. In this game, he got 1 assist, but it wasn't like a glaring big chance created with his assist. So I hear what you're saying. The Gakpo shout, these things will come in stride. I don't even expect Nunes to start the next game.
I don't be
really
surprised.
don't.
I don't be surprised.
I would like for him to start, but I wouldn't be surprised. What I'm trying to bring to you and show you, and even what Sideline was saying about like the worries, if Trent is gonna be the guy to replace a midfielder, I think the best way to look at that is what does that accomplish? Does that accomplish getting more goals in a game that we're chasing goals, or that close up shot? Because I don't see Trent going in the middle to close up shop. If the opposition is defeated, put Trent through the middle. If we're chasing a goal, put Trent through the middle. So those are the only 2 aspects. The reason why I'm saying it like this is, there are some things we don't like, but we need to appreciate them in whatever moment they're being used. In the Forest game, we were desperately chasing a goal. So I understood not bringing on Endo to counter the counter attack that the team was setting up for. I get it. Because we're chasing a goal. Endo isn't going to come on and create a goal. He can come on and stop a goal. Well, 0-0. Why would I try to stop a goal at 0-0? I want the manager to be more, let's get a goal at 0-0. So it can go right, I can go wrong. That's why I love the game, bro. That is why I love the game. So I don't expect
I do agree.
Anytime soon.
I agree with you, but we also have to look at it both ways because there is, this is the guy who's giving us all the chances. But what happens if that guy is not there? Somebody has to also learn how to create the chances, right? So my thing is,
but we got a lot. No, we got a lot of guys, bro. It's not a one.
Okay, so if we have a whole lot of guys, use them.
No, but we can't because we don't have the depth in midfield.
No.
Gravenberch can create a chance. McAllister can create a chance. Curtis, I don't know if any of us really trust Curtis to.
Actually, I wanted to bring that up because I felt like Curtis played very well when he came on. He slowed the game he controlled the game.
I mean, he misplaced a 4-yard pass. Well, that's just because I'm counting.
Everybody was doing that the whole game. Talking about I'm the one who's being petty, and this guy talking about 1 4-yard pass. But
Curtis was press resistant when he came in. I was really impressed with, like, people always said, he can all up.
Of course, Pop is going to write for his boy. I'm sorry, your boy has played 3-4 games that he hasn't played well. Let's be honest, he hasn't played well. Maybe he needs a rest. There's no reason why he played 90 minutes yesterday.
Who? Salah?
That's his boy. He's talking about Mo Salah. I didn't even bring his name in, but he already knew who I was talking about. I'm personally saying
no. Mo Salah, bro. Salah got 5 games and he has 7 GA, bro. Like you can't.
But
you can't, like, Quasi. What I'm trying to say to you is, on any given day, right? I'm complaining about
Salah will get you something,
bro. He will get you something. Once again, it's 5 games and he has 7 GA, bro. That means there's 1 point something game. He's giving you something, bro. Per game, he's gonna give you something.
But that's the thing,
minutes where he disappeared.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you something.
But do you mind if I say something?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Just on that. Okay. I was talking to Cash, a gentleman. He comes on my channel sometimes, and we're talking about KDB, Kevin De Bruyne, and it's the same analogy. And we're saying that KDB is not the KDB 2-3 years ago. You know, the pace, the 90-minute phenomenal performance and whatnot. He's gotten a little bit flatter, but he still have these magical moments. He has these magical creation in him. So he will create you something. So at any given time, I would have KDB in the team, like if he's fit, He can play the 50 minute, I'll play in 50 minutes. If he can play the 90 minutes, I'll play in the 90 minutes. Yes, he's going to give me flat performance throughout the game or most of the game, but he will get his moments and he will create something magical. Same thing with when it comes to Salah. Yes, he was
but
not
this
the
is the
greatest
part.
last 2 games, but
Satellite.
if you ask, okay, I'll tell you this: if you ask anyone, any Liverpool fan, three games ago, how was Salah doing? Phenomenal.
Which game?
Like 3 games ago.
Nottingham Forest?
3 games ago. Like before
Yeah,
the
that's Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
No, Nottingham Forest was just the last one, right?
No, that's
Before,
AC Milan.
before the Nottingham Forest game.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, before the Nottingham, phenomenal. He was doing his thing. He assisting goals, and scoring himself. So he's doing good. You will not have a player that's going to give you 100% all the time, all the games, right? Players, like they get a drop every now and then in some games, in some minutes of a game.
But Satellite.
They're human being, right? They're not going to give you 100% performance.
This is the
players
part
like
where,
Salah.
Yeah.
Let me land, as soon Zuberi say, or as that kid say, here we land.
Here we land.
Salah will give you something, man. A goal, an assist, a magical moment. He will get you something. That's all I want to say.
But okay, Satellite. You know what? Personally, this is me. Do you know why City wins a lot of games? Like today, like City wins a lot of trophies. It's not about magical moment. That's one thing that Pep Guardiola hates. He wants his team to be consistent. Take care of the game, win the game. Don't worry about somebody creating something out of nowhere. KDB, even in his worst times, he at least gives you some good, consistent football, and then out of the blue, he creates magic. That's what a team that needs to win. We shouldn't be relying on magic. If you rely on magic, then we get a situation like when we played Nottingham Forest, because we're expecting either Trent, Salah, or Virgil to do something magical, and then, oh my God, did you see that? No, that's not what wins you things. You need to take care of the games. Yes, I understand every then and then everybody has a bad day at the office, right? Mo Salah, the game against Nottingham Forest, and Pops and them, they were the one who were giving him 0 for their ratings. But I was the one who said, you know what? Actually, I like what he did by playing defensive, running backwards, trying to help Trent, right? I like that game because I like a team that plays very well organized defense, because that's what wins you championships. But at the same time, we can say, okay, Salah will create something magic, so let's forget about that. But then we criticizing everybody else when they do the same thing. Let's be honest, and I'm gonna say this. I told you yesterday I wasn't way too happy with the team. Diaz scored 2 goals.
You were not happy with the team yesterday?
No, I wasn't. Yesterday, Diaz had a chance to square the ball for 3 players.
Okay, hold on, man.
No, I'll let you know. That's why. Let me finish.
Yeah. What didn't make you happy yesterday? I'm sorry.
I will tell you why.
Caught me off guard there.
Okay, first, we didn't start the game off well. 2, we did 2. When we have the ball, players don't move around. They just static. They're just passing the ball while standing there. They won't break down any team that's pragmatic, right? That's the reason why we have that issue. 3, we don't finish off teams. We did that against Manchester United. Yes, we have a great defense and all that, but you have to finish off teams. That's how you win championship.
Wait. I'm confused, bro. I was trying to let you land, but I'm lost. We beat Man U, what, 3-0?
Right.
Yeah.
And you say we finished them off.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Jabari, as a football student of the game, can you tell me in the last 15 minutes of the Manchester United game that we controlled the game all towards the end?
Nobody controls the game.
Finishing off team.
Yeah, sorry.
3-0. The team is finished, bro.
Jabari, answer the question. Let me ask you a question.
So
you understand what I'm saying, finishing off the team.
I'm trying to understand what you're getting at, bro. Because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No. At any point of the game yesterday, did you feel like once Nottingham Forest score, we're going to lose that game?
Well, it has happened again.
Did you feel that during the game?
It happened against Bournemouth.
During the game.
Yes, it happened like to Liverpool before.
No, Bournemouth.
Zuberi,
Bournemouth. Did you feel like Bournemouth is going to score and then we're going to lose again?
What Kwesi is trying to say is that we seem to declare at points in the game. I'm using a cricket metaphor, sideline. I'm sure you know cricket. We declare that we feel we've won the game, so we take our foot off the gas.
I'm looking at a man. I'm looking at a man thing here and said, "Oh, they had 19 shots, same as us. What if they went in, bro? At 3-0, they didn't go in.
But
so how can you then come back and say, "Yo, but if them 19 went in, it'd have been 6-3." But what if our 19 would have went in? It would have been 19-6.
This is what I'm saying. As somebody who are in the health thing, repetition becomes consistency. Consistency becomes behavior. So if we
have the best defense in the league. Wake up and look at the table. No, don't tell me none of that. I was trying to keep the energy all calm. Bro, look at the league table. We have the best defense. We've only conceded 1 goal in 5 games. Yeah, we haven't been defeated, but bro, that still boasts the best defense in the league. 1 goal in 5 games. No, pull the table up, bro, since you're so disappointed. Pull the table up. So 1 goal in 5 games, Quasi. Quasi, I'm trying to
sorry, Quasi. I'm
trying to
Zuberi.
be zen, bro, but Quasi, don't let me, bro. I got the Los Angeles shirt on. Don't let me fly over there and rough you up, bro.
Oh, come
on.
Quasi.
1 goal in 5 games?
Oh, my goodness. You guys are missing the point.
Yo, Quasi, stop sniffing them.
Let me help you here.
They don't get it. I'm just going to sit back and when it happens, they're going to be like,
who have we played? I can't play with Quasi, bro.
Who have we played, guys?
Quasi,
when you want a statistical truism, you have to look at all the variables. Who have we played?
No. Albert, respectfully as well, yeah? Look at who City have played and look how much goal they've conceded. Granted, they're outscoring the team, right? This is what the league is. We can't dissect the league into something it's not. It's the Premier League.
We can only go by each game, right?
No. Wait. Time out and timestamp this, Quasi. And mark today when I'm telling you, stop sniffing them barbershop chemicals. If we play the big teams and the big teams back up this argument you're trying to make today, I'll hear it. But as of today, 5 games in, 1 goal score, that's all I want to talk about. Don't hit me with the hypothetical and then at the end of it say you hope you're wrong. Nah, bro, let's talk about the facts.
I'm telling the facts.
Bro, the facts is Alisson got what? 3 clean sheet? Kelleher got 1 clean sheet. We only conceded 1 goal, bro. 1 goal. Do you know this 1 goal would have been insignificant had we beat Forest 2-1? No one would have cared about this 1 goal. And then would have been
but we didn't.
But that's the point. We didn't.
Albert, the point is we cannot use the attack to derate the defense because the defense is the best in the league.
Quasi, I'm sorry, man. I struggle a little bit with.
So let me again.
But I hear you, man.
Again, let me ask again. I asked this question as very.
You think I care if a man got 100 shot and I didn't get shot?
I'm good. Yeah, so you didn't get shot. So next time, do it again. I can't get hit by a bullet, right?
If a man shoot at me 100 times and I pull out my piece and shoot 1 shot and kill him, do you think I care?
So the next time you see somebody pulls up a gun, you're gonna stand there and be like, shoot me 100 times.
But Zuberi, I can't take you serious if you are John Wick, right? I can't take you serious if you are John fucking Wick. Can I?
I can't.
Why would I talk about the best defense? Today we can boast the best defense.
Sunlight.
Yeah.
You're watching John Wick 4 and you think it's real life? Try that. You get fucking blown to pieces. You become 1,000 pieces, man.
I don't want to brag because I don't know if there's any Iraqis in the room or Taliban in the room, but that's something the U.S. Army boasts. When the Taliban split up with the AK and go and miss.
How does a man dodge 2,000 bullets?
Gadget, Albert, if they're not shooting on top, bro.
I watched
here's the thing.
4 and
19 shots, 6 on target.
Dude dodged 2,000 bullets, man. 2,000.
Yo,
but this is what I was saying.
Kept a clean sheet.
Quasi, what was your question, Quasi?
So the game that we beat Manchester United, right? And then the same day we beat Bournemouth. I'm saying in the last 15 minutes, especially the Man U one, that was an away game. Do you feel like we controlled the game the whole 15 minutes, the whole towards the end?
Okay.
Did it become erratic?
So
compared to how we started?
Okay, we're talking about the Man United game.
Yes,
right?
the Man U, the last 20, 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, one thing is I want to point out is Pops was trying to say like talk about the yesterday game.
Right. No, but when I said I brought it up, people said because we. Yeah. No, I was going to say this. This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought it up was because people said, "Well,
that's
we
fine,
had clean sheet."
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about the Man United game. So
yeah.
My point is when we talk about a game, let's talk about that game. Okay.
Right.
If we choose a subject, talk about it and concentrate on it. So Man United game. If we go to Man United game, Man United had actually 53 or 57% ball position. They had way more ball position than us. The way how we controlled the game was different. Every game that we're playing, if you notice with Slot, there is a new aspect of our game he's introducing in that game, which is good. For me, that's really smart. You can't play the same style against everyone, right? That's one. The second thing is how did we control the game if they had 53, 57% of the ball position? Please, someone look that up and correct me if I was wrong. But I'm definitely.
No, it is 53. Yes.
They had 53.
Yeah, 53. Yeah.
Exactly. The way how we control it is by positioning, not ball possession, by positioning. That's how we control the game. That's how we control the rhythm of the game. Okay? We squeeze the life out of them by our positioning, the positioning of our players. Now, you cannot just keep your foot on the gas 90 minutes, 38 games in the league, 12 games or whatever that you're going to play in the Cups or the Champions League or whatever. You're going to run your freaking players down to the ground. And now with the depth that we have, it's going to even get worse. So again, back to that pundit analogy when he was saying Liverpool under Klopp was like a really wild horse. It was doing its job, right? I'm not downing that at all. But Slot now, what Slot is trying, and this is what I want to concentrate on, is today, the now and then, is Slot is trying to hold back that horse a little bit, consume energy. And he doesn't want to press the gas pedal the whole time. And I'm with him on that. And one of my reasons, there's a lot of reasons for it, but one of my reasons is we don't have quality in our depth. Let's put it that way. We do have depth. We do have players, decent players in the bench. We have really good players in some cases, and elite players sometimes maybe in one or two. But the quality is not there in our depth and the bench. Yesterday we only had one midfielder as a substitute, could come in anytime, which was Jones. Again, not talking about Jones whether you like him or not, but having just one midfielder on your bench, that's worrying. So you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna take my foot off the gas.
I'm actually surprised to hear that Endo wasn't in the team.
I thought he was.
He was not. He was dropped for Chiesa.
That is a sign for Endo to know that it's time to go get yourself another team.
Okay, so before we move on to the next thing real quick, let me respond to what Salah said. Salah, first of all, I didn't say put your foot on the gas 90 minutes the whole time. I say control the game till the game is over. So if it's going to be how we started the first, 60 minutes of Manchester United, which is exactly what you're talking about, I agree, right? Because it doesn't have to be with the ball. It could suffocate him when they have majority of the ball. So that's fine. But I'm specifically saying when we had the ball, we were losing a lot of the ball. Hence the reason why Pops is out here talking all that stuff, but yet he was talking about McAllister had a very, he didn't say poor, but he said it wasn't a very good performance against Manchester United, which I bet you differ. Yesterday, I'm saying we did not control the game to finish them off. Controlling the game to finish a team off could be exactly what you said, what we did with Manchester United in most part of the game, or you have the ball and you don't lose possession of the ball for another team, because Zuberi said this, it's either the Cherries created all the chances by themselves or we allowed them to do that. It's either way. What I'm saying is let's finish them off. When you are 3 goals up, don't take your foot off the gas. Maybe that's the easiest way for somebody to understand. When you are 3 goals up, 1 goal up, it doesn't matter how many goals up that you are. Don't take your foot off the gas. Taking your foot off the gas does not mean keep going 100 miles per hour. That is the club days. We don't do that anymore. Right now, the new manager is past them to death. And we didn't do that against Bournemouth. That's what I'm saying. So with me, I'm saying 3 things. Start the game well. We haven't started the game well in the past 3 games. When we have the ball, player movement needs to be better so that we can open them up. Just like how Nunes' goal came in. It was a beautiful ball movement between Salah and Nunes, right? Thirdly, when we are winning or we are in control, don't take your foot off the gas because you are assuming that, oh yeah, the game is over. Because guess what? Those are the times where out of nowhere, momentum can shift. And Liverpool, in football, there is something called momentum. So that's what I'm saying. With me, first three games.
Can I ask you a question? Like,
yes,
in what you're saying, just so it's clear for me. What do you mean by finishing them off?
One, it doesn't have to be keep going trying to score more goals. That's not finishing them off.
Explain that piece. Yeah.
Okay, so finish them off. You are 3 goals up, right? Just like you say, I agree with you. Don't keep trying to score, go 100 miles per hour. When you have the ball, don't lose it, right? Don't lose it in a dangerous area where the team can just easy go out of nowhere. The whole game you have been outplaying them. All of a sudden, they just score a goal out of nowhere. Now you have momentum shift. Don't do that. Now, if we're going to play pragmatic like we did against Manchester United, make sure that everybody's focused, right? You can do that. Finishing a team off is not about keeps trying to score more goals. No, that's not what it is. Have the ball. If you do, control the ball, control the tempo of the game. Don't let the other team start doing something that you assume that, oh, there's 15 minutes left, game is 3-0, we are done. That is not finishing the game off. When you look at City, when City is 1 goal up, 2 goal up, they control the tempo of the game, whether they have the ball or not. And guess what? It's very, very successful tactic. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I go ahead, Albert.
I think what you're saying that is being missed in the discussion, and for those who want to interpret the stats, if you win 3-0 and you had 47% of the possession, the stark reality of it is that it means you were mostly playing on the counter. That's what it means. That's the reason why most of the goals we have scored, in fact, every single goal, somebody correct me, every single goal we have scored this season has been in transition. So if you're trying to tame the Bronco horse and make it a dressage horse for it to go and play in the Olympics, then you are still actually playing the crash bang wallop club system. In essence, that's what you're doing. That's what Kwesi is trying to get across. I think that's what is being missed. Every single goal we have scored this season has been in transition. Like I said, we varied the transition by introducing good old, what's the name of this Chelsea striker who played for Ireland? His speciality. He's a talk sport host now. Italian name. Give me sideline. Give me the name. He played for Aston Villa. Played for Chelsea. Tony
Soprano or whatever his name is.
Tony
Casarino. Yeah, that's right.
Tony Cascarino. Yeah. Tony Cascarino style football is what we've started with introducing to the system. I am not saying it's wrong. I like it because football systems evolve. So you can perfect a system of old that you make look better. Like I always say, when people talk to me about ball playing center back, the first ball playing center back I saw was this Scottish kid, Alan Hansen. Many people may not know him, but for me, he is the best left-footed defender I've ever seen playing football. Nobody tops him. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. But what he was doing is what we are doing now, and we are giving it names and adding figures to it and what have you. So if we are trying to depart from Klopp. Let's depart from Klopp. If we are playing Klopp, let's just play Klopp. For me, as far as I can see, we are still playing Klopp because our offense is still the Klopp-oriented offense. The crash bang wallop, we scored 10 goals. Not even one of them hasn't been crash bang wallop. Forcing defenders to make mistakes in transition, like forcing. Now they've added the overhead loop. Great. If it's working, great. But if we are departing, let's see the departure. As far as I am concerned, pass them to death. Yeah, we tried to pass Nottingham Forest to death. What happened? Nothing happened.
But anyway, so we could move on. There are 3 players that I have that I think one of them should have been man of the match.
Milan have scored again.
Good for them. There was Ibu, Gravenberg, and Diaz. And then sideline, you said who won the man of the match?
For me, it was Diaz, Ibu, and right behind him would be Kelleher. So one of the 3, I would be happy. But it's either Diaz or Ibu. First place, second place, I would say Kelleher.
It's very. Who was your man of the match? For me, man of the match outright was Ibu.
Nah, I think you're being disingenuous, man. You have to look at the context of the game and not just the moments in the game as far as what do you like. The defining moment for us in that game was Diaz, without a shadow of a doubt, bro. When I mean without a shadow of a doubt, the only thing come close to him is Kelleher with all of the saves and the one-on-ones, bro. That's the only thing. Like Kelleher, Diaz, everybody else is fighting around down there. Bro, Diaz goal, bro. He scored 2 goals in like 5 minutes, bro.
You mean 3 minutes?
Well, I was giving him some cushion to show Quasi the point that he was making as far as not controlling the game and not seeing the game off or killing off the opposition. Bro, that was the blow that really cemented like, yo, we in this. You see what I'm trying to say? So against the runner play, we got 1. 2 minutes in, we got the second. Like that right there, let them know, like, yeah, you're gonna keep trying to come at us, and we're gonna hurt you every time. I don't care if we score in transition, passing a team to death, seeing out the game at 3-0. I don't care, bro. The only thing I care about more than any of that is a clean sheet. So the next man up on the list have to be Kelleher with all the saves he's made. And massive saves as well, bro. You don't step in after a touted world-class keeper gets injured and perform like that. That's not something you do. That's not something that anyone expects. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like we're going to say, yo, Salah got, 7 GA in 5 games. The guy that's going to replace him is going to have 5 GA in 5 games. It's not something you quite say. Because we always talk about, yo, that drop-off is crazy. The drop-off. Bro, there's no drop-off, bro. Bro, absolutely no drop-off at all. Nunes tracking back, putting in a foot in that. My left wing back Nunes, bro, dropping deep, doing some Bobby tackling and bro.
He said your left back.
My Nunes, I'm saying my Nunes. I'm being a cheeky, but nah, the Lucho goal. I don't want to say it's very Mane-esque and be the
I don't know why people are starting to compare him to Mane.
No, but the reason is it's the pattern of play. Let me just say this real quick about the pattern of play, Albert. Then you go. The pattern of play is normally Bobby drops deep and show for the ball. Nunes did the same thing. Nunes and Salah was on for a quick fire into their feet. And then Lucha running behind. It's the same pattern of play with Mane, Bobby, and Salah. It's the same pattern of play. So that's why people draw the comparison. But shout out to Ibu for seeing it, being familiar with it.
I'm just saying. We do people this. Forgot the assist, though. People are acting like Ibu did not give an assist.
And he did it. So now, shout out to the man.
Let me just say
when you're complaining,
let me just say this quickly. I need to jump off to the grocery store. Let me just say this quickly.
Okay.
In my native language, there's a saying, I'm going to tell you and then I'll translate it. we say ball there no any goals because he understands the native language. So it means that football is just about goals. So if somebody scores 2 goals in 3 minutes, fuck you, he's the man of the match. End of story. Let's not talk about who did the assist. Let's not talk about who didn't let the goal in. Let's not talk about who the fuck was controlling the mid. I don't give a fuck who controls the midfield. So, sorry about my language. And I am
I'm
one
working
of the,
hard on that.
I am one of the biggest critics of Diaz. If you notice, I've slowed down on the criticism.
No, we have the receipt. You're not going nowhere.
Boy, the man is on heat. He is turbo generating, man. So listen, the dude scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Like Zuberi said, those 2 goals in 2 minutes put out Bournemouth. It put doubt in their mind. That's it. He's the man of the match. End of story. I'm done.
Big up to yourself.
I'll hopefully I'll catch you again. I'll catch you. Maybe if I come back, I'll catch you. But I have to go to the store. So
big up yourself. I think Zuberi probably
Big
jumped
up.
up. Yeah.
Big up, Albert.
No, but this is the thing, Charlotte. People like this maybe the same way I looked at football. It's not about the person who's doing the sexy stuff, score, goal, top corner. No. Football is not just about, it's about the goals. But football is like a sausage, right? Pause. There's a lot of dirty people who doing a lot of dirty work that a lot of times they don't get recognition, right? I had a debate with Pops about McAllister against Manchester United. I was like, bro, yes, his passes was not that well, but the man was playing very well. He was playing defensively. He was doing very well. He was covering a lot of spaces, right? He and Gravenberg was in sync. To me, stuff like that makes me more happy because I know the team is doing what the team supposed to do. For guess what? People like Salah, people like Nunes, Diaz, to do what they need to do. Because if those guys don't do that, trust me, those guys at the front can do what they're doing. So when I see Ibu putting his body on the line, there was a couple shots that he slid from nowhere, right? If you want to talk about the sexy stuff, he gave an assist. It looked like that was a Virgil pass. Straight to Diaz, goal. Right? So I'm looking at, wow, this guy is giving us everything. And at the beginning of the season, people already had shut out Konate, say, actually, he's not fit all the time. So if a big money comes in, I'll let him go. Kwanzaa is the guy. Right? And I'm like, yo, this is Ibu we're talking about. Ibu with me, Ibu's concern for me is when he gets too physical with a player. You know, sometimes you don't need to be that physical. Just let the player get the ball and then what? Defend him one-on-one. That is my concern, like when he gets those silly yellow cards. But, bro, yesterday, Ibu was immense in the defense, right? I mean, Virgil is Virgil. Sorry that I underestimate or don't give Virgil his credit, but Virgil is Virgil. Whatever happens, Virgil is Virgil. But we have to look at other players who are also doing the dirty work. Lucho, very, very good yesterday. But the first chance that he got, that he didn't square for Salah, Sobosla, and I think who else was there? There was somebody else there. That one, I'm like, Lucho, what are you doing? You don't need to score an amazing goal. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. But with me, I think Ibu was immense yesterday.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. First of all, I just want to say big up Uncle Albert and big up Zuberi. Hopefully Zuberi is Zuberi coming back or no?
I think he's probably the thing is Ant's have his show going on, so he's probably gonna go over there. So
okay.
I think he's over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's all good. That's all good. Big up everyone in the chat. Please, give us a like for the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I just want to touch on some of your points. So when you ask me like who's the man of the match,
Yeah.
for me, the top 3 performer yesterday game was Diaz, scored 2 beautiful goals.
Yes, he did.
Ibo for his performance, like in the back, and Callagher for stepping up and stopping, doing a few saves. One of them was right off the line, right? So if any of them got it, I'm fine with it. As long as we get the 3 points, we got a clean sheet, got 3 goals. I'm really happy with it. One thing Pops like mentioned about it is, and I actually want to correct myself. Yesterday on Grizz channel, I said the 3 goals were in transition, but mind you, the first goal was not really a transition, but it
Nah.
felt okay. It felt like a transition for a
Right.
pass from Kanati. But what Slot was trying to say to do is isolate their defense. That's basic. Whether it's coming from a
Very
transition,
good
whether
point.
it's yeah,
Very, very good point.
he's
Very
trying
good
to
point.
isolate their transition. He's trying to isolate their defense, and we were successful in that. Um, if you look at all our past games this season, I want to talk about this season. Uh, you will see not different. You'll see different aspects in the game
Yes.
introduced in our style of play, which is good. The Slot is putting his
Stamp on it.
stamp on it. He's changing it depending on the opponent, how they play, the data that he analyzed about that team. He's putting up a plan together, right?
Right.
Now, bad behavior, good behaviors from previous seasons and whatnot. That's human nature, right? Like,
No, I agree with
from
that.
it's human nature. It's second nature for some of the players because, as I said, some of these players they
Been
only
with club for
know, yeah, they
8
only know
years.
club for a coach, right,
Yeah.
or for manager. So you can't take that against them. They're humans, right? But you can see that they are trying. They're adapting to the new system and the way how Slot wants them to play. Slot is doing a really good job. Phenomenal start. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Whether you know um, whether you like him or not, or you like the new style of play or not, he's getting the job done, right? You cannot have 100% positive and zero negative. That'll be just a really perfect game. You
Yeah.
cannot control the game for the 90 minutes. That's impossible. Like even City, every now and then, the game slips away from them. Like today's
Right.
game, Arsenal was able to score twice, right? Even Arsenal was barking the bus. I kept saying barking today instead of parking, right?
Yeah.
Even Arsenal was barking the bus for the whole game. They still managed to score 2 goals today. So even City, say the strongest team in the Premier League, we cannot deny that, right? They're top of the league currently as well. The game slipped away from them a few times, and Arsenal was able to score twice on them. So you cannot control the game for 90 minutes. Otherwise, you're playing with yourself. Oh, sorry,
No, I
that
mean,
sounds like really bad. Hold on, let me change that. Cut it, cut it. You're playing with the wall,
pause, big pause, big pause.
Yeah.
No, but this is the thing with me, right? I'm what's the name? The AC Milan game. I was so, even though we wasted so many chances, that was not what I was looking for. I was looking at the mentality of the guys. When that goal went in and they calmed down, they figured it out. And AC Milan was basically done. The game was basically done, even though they were 1 goal up, right? When I saw that, I said, okay, they are back into the instructions that Slot want them to, how Slot is trying to let them play. It was hard, it was greedy, but they kept going at it and they took their time. They didn't rush it, but a couple of times they were rushing with, like you said, those muscle memory was still there. When we get the ball, let's go straight. Be like, no, come on. And I was very impressed. As much as Gakpo played well, the person that I was very impressed with was Virgil. And because the game before, which is the Forest game, I had criticized him because I said Virgil, and not just Virgil, all the senior players. I said, where was the leadership? But when you watch the AC Milan game, he was telling everybody, calm down. At one point, Simicas got the ball and he tried to go. He's like, no, slow the ball down, recycle it, let's keep it. Whether we had a goal down or not, don't veer off the instructions. And that's what we did for me against Forest, right? When things was not working, what do we do? Because Forest game, the first time, we didn't particularly play bad. It's just we didn't finish our chances. The second half, where we couldn't score, what happened? We went straight back to the muscle memory of what they are used to. And then we totally was basically off the instructions of what the manager wanted. But the AC Milan, I was very impressed with what happened because it's a horrible nasty game, but the players stuck to the instructions. They figured it out and they kept, because if you look at the goals, those were hard goals to score. The easiest goal was the one that Galpo laid off for, what's the name? Szoboszlai. And those are the goals that I want to see. So that's why I was frustrated with Diaz when he had the opportunity against Bournemouth and he tried to squeeze it where the goalie was standing. Salah was open. Szoboszlai was open. And I think there was another person who was open. Attempts like
Gakpo.
that.
Yeah.
Was it somebody else was open, right?
I think it was Gakpo.
Yeah, there was three of them, right?
Yeah.
The first year. And I was like, no, don't do that. And if you look at City goals are not spectacular. Haaland goals, if I ask you what are one of the most beautiful Haaland goals, you will be like, we'll be sitting here until you figure it out. You probably have to go back and do a highlight on all Haaland goals, try to figure out which one it is. His goals are simple. He's in the right place at the right time. His players knows where he's going to be, and then they just tap it in. And I think that's why Liverpool, we need to keep it simple. We are a good team. Like, I don't believe we are far off that Arsenal and City. I don't think we are. I think we are right there. We just have to figure it out. And, especially with the new manager, figure that sweet spot out. But I think we are right there. We have a very good team. Yes, people are concerned with the bench, but the reason why I'm not concerned is because of how Slot has us playing. Cool, calm, and collected. So he can literally have Salah play 5 games straight, 90 minutes, and he won't be overexerting himself, right? Klopp can have, Klopp did anyway, but I'm not really worried about the bench right now. The part that I'm worried about is sometimes we have lack of judgment, and no one plays 90 minutes perfect. You're right. I agree with that. But you're supposed to do it majority of the 90 minutes so that you can win the game. Now, once in a while, you will have a bad game and then you will win. That is okay. But sideline, I guarantee you don't want to have a game where you are always on the edge of your seat. Even though it's excited, you don't want that all the time. Because we did that in the quad season, my headline was over here, right? Literally, it just grew back. Like the quad season, my headline was always over here. I was like, what are we doing? It was exciting. My heart was coming out of my chest. But eventually, I was like, no, I can't go through this anymore. But that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, people disagree with me, but I believe what the manager is doing. I know exactly how he wants to play, and it is beautiful. Like the first 3 games that you saw Liverpool, that is where the manager wants us to do. So imagine the first 3 games that I think we played well, and we spend more time on the training, on the practice field with the manager. So I'm saying by next year, that's where we will have the actual slot ball, right? Because then you have the players that he wants. He has embedded the current players in. So I know I'm talking a lot of stuff, but I do believe this manager has the what we need to win. Seriously. And the players, you can see the players are biting into it. But sometimes the players, they might do their muscle memory stuff and they will get off the grid a little bit.
But see, the truth of the matter is that we need about 2 or 3 more players to get to where you think we're going to get to.
I agree with that.
Look,
I agree with that.
If you are watching the Milan derby, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody should tell you we need Bastoni or we need a Bastoni. We need an Acerbi or we need a Di Marco. Inter Milan are a very interesting team. They play with 3 left-centered center backs and a wide fullback, Di Marco, who's also left-footed. I mean, it's amazing how they both Acerbi and Bastoni are left-footed, and now they've drafted Mkhitaryan as the 3rd center back. So they play with 3 left-sided center backs. But
Mkhitaryan is a left center back.
yeah, he's playing as left center back today. If you're watching the Milan derby, that's what he's doing.
I thought he was a midfielder.
It's interesting. It's interesting listening to what people say. Oh, Slot is changing the way the players play. Yeah, I get all that, but we still need about 2 more 3 players to get to where he wants to get to. And if we don't give him that, we will come short again. That's just what it is.
No, I mean, I agree.
I agree, because that's one of the things that I said. That I worry about the bench, the backup for especially the midfield. Especially the midfield. We do need a few other players, the left back for sure, or an LCB or whatever, something in the left. Something that's in the left that's going to be good quality, better quality than what we have currently. So I just want to say a few things, and sorry, man, I gotta run because I've been sitting in the same chair for the past.
How many shows have you done so far, man?
4 hours, man. 4 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
Thank you for coming, though. I appreciate
No,
you.
no, definitely, man. So I just want to, sum my opinion on what happened so far and what to look forward for. 5 games in the Premier League. We got 4 wins. Only 1 goal against us. We're doing the job. We're changing how we're playing a little bit against different teams. That I like to see that. That means the manager have a plan. He's also planning to react to who is our opponent.
Which is I like that part.
I like that part. I
like that part.
Are we right there up with Man City, Arsenal? It's too early in the season, but we need more players to be more confident about that. If I say it, I'm not going to say it with a big chest because we need more players. We're just right behind them, I would say, currently, but it's still too early in the season. It's going to be a really long season, so we need to have a lot of patience. It's a new system, new manager, new coach, new management, even in the whole freaking club. Let's see what's going to happen, right? Big up everyone. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check my channel, Sideline Football Show as well.
I'll put it in this.
Big up to you, Quasi and Albert.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll come in there, make some noise soon.
Are you going to? I need to.
When is your next show? When is your next show?
I'm probably going to do a watch along for West Ham and Liverpool, and I might do a show maybe before it or after. I don't know. But West Ham Liverpool game for sure.
Okay.
Yes, please. Can you put the link?
For sure,
put
man.
the link
so
I
in the
can
chat.
subscribe.
Yeah.
I can subscribe.
Let's get people to subscribe because Sideline does a lot of good work. He disappeared for a while, but he's back. So let's make sure people subscribe to his channel.
I wanna ask you a question. This because I don't know. That's why I want to know the history. Why do so many Irish people support Liverpool?
I am not from Ireland. I'm originally from.
We might have to find Brian. We might have to talk to Brian.
You can ask Brian. Maybe
Brian would be the perfect person to ask.
Yeah, I'm not Irish, man. So I'm sorry, I couldn't answer you.
I think one thing that I would say is because Liverpool is a working class team for a long time.
Maybe, but I'm just trying to figure out the geography. I'm going to find out. It's something I've always wanted to know, but sometimes asking those questions are a little sensitive. So I'll ask somebody who actually wants to tell me.
No, but Sideline, thank you so much for coming through. Big up to Zuberi, Uncle Albert. This is what football is all about, man. You have to tell people how we should all not be agreeing with everything. Liverpool, it's a new team in progress. And each game requires a constructive criticism. I give him my 3, but I remember a lot of times, I'm not going to mention names, but when Klopp was here and we were winning games very ugly, sometimes with clean sheet, a lot of men then was like, nah, this is not how we should be playing. This is not how we should be playing. Eventually, it's going to catch up to us. I'm saying mine early, and then all of a sudden, the whole world is like, oh, I can't believe you said that. But
see, I agree with you 95%. It's just Yeah, just the 5% that I have. Okay. All right. All right. All right. No, so I got my answer now. That's why I said I was looking at the geography, because the geography was interesting.
Yeah.
Albert Docks and the proximity of Liverpool to Ireland. I kind of thought that may be the reason, but sometimes you need to be informed.
Right.
Yeah. So you see, Kwesi, my thing is, yesterday we were having this argument about our owners and what they need to do and what they are not telling us and what they tell us, yada yada yada. Slot will do the job, give him the tools. Because you cannot tell me that I don't rate Endo. So Endo's back and Gravenberch, who is top class, no doubt about it. I mean, those of us who rubbish the guy and we're like, let the guy go already. Basically, we are eating tomatoes for dinner. That's true. But you cannot tell me that his backup, to all intents and purposes, is Curtis Jones, because Curtis Jones is not good enough. Curtis Jones is still in Liverpool because he's a Scouse boy. That's it. That's done. That's it. Right? And if you ask me, in between Bobby Clark and Curtis Jones, I would have sold Curtis Jones. I don't think he's good enough. Yesterday when he came in, control. He could easily have scored a goal. What happened? Why didn't he score the goal? He wanted to pass the ball into the net. What happened to giving it the old laces and letting it rattle the net? He's not good enough.
Yeah.
Right? So get somebody who's good enough. Unless you are telling me you've seen something in Tyler Morton, that's another conversation. Because that's also possible.
Yeah.
Right? That's also possible. Where do we get Kwanzaa from? Through the mail, same mail that Tyler Morton has. So if we are declaring him good enough, let us know. Let us know, because sometimes not knowing is what makes us, to use the French, talk by heart. If you people if they have identified Tyler Morton as a worthy replacement, that's a reason why they didn't sell him. Let us know. Because for me, I simply don't think Curtis Jones is good enough. He's not good enough. And even if he's good enough, he's not reliable.
Yeah, but I kind of agree with MK Toad. I was impressed with what I saw against Bournemouth. He has time. He needs to, he's been out for a while. So let's give him time.
MKTOH, haven't we been waiting for Curtis Jones for too long?
But he gets injured. For some reason, he always gets injured.
But that's the word. It's like I've got plenty of money, but it's not with me. Okay, so when will it come?
Let's give him time.
I need one solid year.
Uncle Albert,
yeah.
I don't want you to come back and eat another humble pie like you did with Diaz.
Eating humble pie is not a big deal for me. I don't give a crap about eating humble pie. It's life. You are either wrong, or right and wrong at the same time. It doesn't really matter. I'm simply saying Curtis should give me 1 year of not getting injured, playing consistently. Look, how long did it take us to get convinced of Kwanzaa? Today, whether Kwanzaa is not playing or not, we don't have a problem. How long did it take us to get convinced of Kelleher? I asked you yesterday. I said, Kwesi, when Alisson got injured, did you have a panic? No. As far as I'm concerned, Alisson can go back to Brazil this whole year. I know we're good. Because yesterday, Kelleher made saves that Alisson may not have made. Look, that boy is very...
Don't disrespect my goalie.
That boy... No, I'm not. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. By none. It's not even close. Okay? Not even close. He and Thibaut Courtois are in a different world. I'm simply saying that Kelleher has also certain things that Alisson doesn't really have, like playing out of the back with his feet. And then we find out, he was a striker. Okay, makes sense. That's the reason why he's able to play with his feet. And notice how he's also able to save with his feet. He's not as good as Alisson. No chance. Because Alisson makes saves that you are like, how did he just do that? Remember the Newcastle one?
Yeah.
Almiron one? For me, the best save any goalkeeper has made in the Prem. And he does that twice in the same match. That's the reason why we won the match.
Yeah.
So we can't compare Alisson to anybody. But I'm saying that Kelleher is in the team, and I'm not panicking. Do you remember when Alisson's deputy was Adrian, and everybody was pissing on themselves when Alisson gets injured? We are not doing that anymore. When Trent is not there, Bradley is there. You are not bothered. You have Kwanzaa, you have Joe Gomez. Even though he has his own bozo moments, we are okay with Costas to an extent. And if you go right across the pitch, we have all those guys there. But we need a capable deputy in the halfback position, because this coach has decided to play a Christmas tree kind of pivot. You need capable deputies, because you're not going to have them playing all the time. Zoboslai is one small run away from pulling up a hamstring, right? So when he does that, what do? We turn around. Sorry?
Some people, they started rumors in the chat. They say Alisson was dropped.
Nah.
Alisson was injured.
No way. He was at the stadium.
He was at the stadium. He was chilling. He was relaxed.
At the stadium, laughing and wearing his tracksuit and be laughing and
They caught it before it gets worse. That's why.
Exactly. I have a suspicion that the thing was tight. They are like, dude, you are not playing with this thing.
You're not playing.
We are not going to do a club where we want the hamstring to bust before we take you out of the game.
Yeah. So him, he'll probably be back next week. Let's
go freshen it up. Yeah. Give him 2-3 weeks, he's back. But I'm saying that even if Alisson doesn't come back for the whole year, no Liverpool supporter is going to panic. Yeah. And that's where we want to be.
Yeah.
That's where we want to be.
Anyway, thank you, Uncle Albert. I appreciate you, but I have to jet real quick. I appreciate you, man. Big up to the man them in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Please, if you're watching this later, if you have a comment, come see your boy, leave in your comment. Please just be respectful. That's all we ask about. I always respond my comment. We could have a good, respectable dialogue in the comment. If you are watching this later, please subscribe. Subscribe to Sideline Football. Big up to Zuberi. Big up to Uncle Albert. People in the chat, thank you again, man. I appreciate you guys always supporting the channel. Big up. Please, Ends-Man has his call-in show, so please go out there and support him. And I think Liverpool 12 Man is also having a rating show, so I'm gonna have to jump in one of them and give my piece. It seems like I rattle a little bit of feathers, but remember when Klopp was here, people were saying exactly the same thing I said, and then eventually they were like, "Yeah, we this was the problem." But this is a new manager. I believe in this manager. I like what his instruction is, what his philosophy is, and if these players get it down, it's gonna be magnificent. That's what I believe. So big up to Mandem, big up to you. Appreciate every single one of you. Kwesi Bold, peace.